Good evening.
How are you, Nigel? I hope you're doing well.
I'm doing all right. I mean, I'm looking at my friend Matteo Salvini, who I know very well, 35% in the opinion polls. He and his Eurosceptic partners now on 65% of the vote in Italy. Why is it happening,
Wow.
Jason?
So I'm glad you're over all the abuse that you received for being a bigoted racist then when you were in Australia and New Zealand, but that's beside the point. I mean,
Do you know, Jason, hang on. This is really interesting. Very, very good comment, I thought, today. From Trevor Kavanagh in The Sun. He says, automatically, when people vote this way and make these arguments, they are decried as being racist. Actually, these voters are neither fascist nor Nazi. They're just angry about what's happening to their countries.
Well, if you look at the vote yesterday, just in Sweden, 1 in 6 people voted for the far-right party that you're supporting.
Well, 1 in 5.
1 in 6. 83%, over 83%, actually deliberately chose not to vote for that far-right racist party that wants to leave the European Union. The way you twist the facts is crazy. UKIP in the UK, you've been...
Hang on, Jason. I have not twisted the facts. I have said from the start of this show that actually the showing of the Swedish Democrats was nowhere near as dramatic as some commentators are pointing out, but it is part of a trend across Europe. I'm asking you, Jason, do you think the rise... And you'd call them populist, I'm sure. Do you think the rise of populist parties is because the people that vote for them are inherently racist?
I wouldn't call them populist at all, actually, Nigel, so please don't put words in my mouth. But if you look at it, I can't think of a single far-right party like UKIP.
UKIP's far-right now, is it? Oh, gosh, very good.
Like the ones that you support and you speak on the same platforms as across the entire Europe. I can't think of a single one that's got more than 1 in 6 votes or 1 in 5 votes at the very, very best.
Let's just try this one more. I tell you what, Jason, we'll try this one more time. Salvini's on 35% and the five-star are on 30%. Something fundamentally radical is happening in Italian politics. You're a supporter of this European project. Mr. Juncker's got to get up and give a speech about this on Wednesday. Do you have any idea why they're turning against the mainstream in Italy?
Look at their record. Have either of them suggested it would be a great idea to leave the European Union?
They're talking now.
Everybody can see what a disaster Brexit is. Everybody can see. Everybody. And yet you sit there on the radio preaching to your fanatic followers that you're talking absolute rubbish. You are about to
all right, Jason, I'm talking rubbish. There's no rise in Euroscepticism in Europe. Everybody is happy as Larry with the European project. Is that what you're telling me?
Again, you're putting everybody no.
Well, tell me. Tell me.
No more than 20% of the people...
Well, there's 65% in Italy, Jason. I've tried my best. I've lost. I can't help it. You're listening to the Nigel Farage Show here on LBC. It's now 6:15 and time for the news headlines with Lisa Aziz.